Hello everyone. Today we are going to see control structures and loops in Perl programming. To write any test conditions, you need to know about the Boolean values, logical operators and relational operators. True and false are the two Boolean values. 0 can be acting as a false value. 0 within single quote or double quote, null string using a single quote or a double quote. Everything is treated as a false. So anything not false will be treated as true here. Logical operators and, or, and not. Relational operators, you have separate set of operators for numerical data and set of separate operators for string operators. Numerical and string depends upon the values the particular variable has at that particular point of time. For example, $a is equal to 10. That means the $a variable will be treated as a numerical variable. If it contains some string value, it will be treated as a string variable. If-else statement, it is similar to C programming. You specify the if condition, test condition. If it is true, the statement will be executed. If the condition is false, the statement given in the else part will be executed. We can also nest the if-else by using the else if. So if the condition is true, this will be executed. If the condition is false, I am checking again another condition, whether that weather equal to sun. If it is true, this will be executed, and if the condition is false, this will be executed. Again, another example for else if. I just read a data $a. If it is null string, I just print it as a null string. If the length of that a is equal to 1, I just say string has 1 character. Else if the length is equal to 2, string has 2 characters. You can see that the comparison is double equal to. But in the previous example, we'll be using EQ. You have one more statement, unless else. It is the opposite of if-else statement. So here you can see a is equal to 10 unless $a greater than or equal to 0. This will be printed, else this will be printed. In if condition, the condition must be true to print the then part. But here if the condition is false, the statement will be executed. If the condition is true, this will be executed. So even if you have only one statement in the then part or the else part, you should keep the braces. The braces is mandatory. Now we'll see three different loops: while loop, do while and until loop. While condition statements. So this evaluates the loops repeatedly while the condition is true. Here you have do statement while. Here also, as long as the condition is true or while the condition is true, the statements will be executed. But what is the difference between these two? This is an entry tested loop and this is an exit tested loop, meaning that the condition will be checked here and only if it is true, the statements will be executed. But here we are allowing the statements to be executed and then the condition is checked here. So here when control comes here and the condition is false, the statements will not be executed. But here the statement will be executed at least once, even if the condition is false. We have one more loop called until condition statement. Here it is the opposite of this while. So until this condition becomes true, the statements will be executed. So evaluates the loop repeatedly until the condition becomes true. Here, as long as the condition is true, these two loops will be executed. Here, until the condition becomes true, these statements will be executed. This is again an entry tested loop. Apart from these three loops, we also have for and for statement. So we'll see one more example here. While loop and do while. Here print password will be printed, that prompt will be printed. Here I am trying to read data from the standard in device. So whenever I read data, there will be a new line character appended at the end. So I have to remove that new line character by using the chop operator, CHOP$A. So the new line will be removed. And then I am just checking whether it is not equal to hello. If it is not equal to hello, then it will be repeated. Once they are equal to hello, control will come out of that. So here these three statements will be repeated as long as $A is not equal to hello. In do while, the same thing here, but here we are the print, password, standard in, everything we are giving it in the loop itself. To syntax for loop. This is similar to C programming. For $I is equal to 0, $I less than or equal to 10, $I is equal to $I plus 2, and then you have got a loop statement here. Statements to be executed repeatedly. Here this is the initialization and this is the testing condition, this is the increment part. So when the control comes here, I will be initialized to 0, the control will be checked, the statement, if it is true, the statements will be executed. Then that I will be incremented, again the condition is tested, if it is true only, this will be executed. So the output of this for loop will be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here we have another syntax for. It is for each $I 0 . 5. This is a sequence. So here the sequence will be 0 up to 5 incremented by 1. So in this sequence, each and every value will be considered for $I and it will be printed. Here you can see that inclusive of 0 and 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the values will be outputted. You have two statements called last and next. Last is to exit a loop and next is to end the current loop iteration early. We'll see with an example. Here I am incrementing I, initializing I with 5 and I am checking whether I is less than 15. If it is less than 15, I am printing it. And then if it is equal to 10, I am just giving last. That means when the condition is true, control will exit the loop. Loop will be the for loop. So it will exit the loop and it will print a /n. That means it will print from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Once it prints 10, it checks whether it is equal to 10 and then control will come out of that. The same thing I am giving here. Instead of last, I am giving it as next. So next is to end the current loop iteration early. So what happens here? I starts from 5 and I is less than 15. I am just checking whether I is equal to 10, then next. And then I am printing here. Only after checking I am printing it. So first time 5 I will be equal to 5. It checks whether it is equal to 10. No. So it will be printed. Then loop will go here. I will be incremented. Checks whether I is less than 15. Yes. The condition is checked. It is not true. So this will not be executed. Next print I will be done. So 6 will be executed. This will be repeated till I becomes equal to 10. When I equal to 10, you have next. In that case, the current loop iteration will be stopped. So control will again go here, skipping all these statements here. So it will go here. I now becomes 6. That means you can see the output 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when I becomes 10, it is skipped. So it is not printed here. Then you have got 11, 12, 13 and 14. So next is to ignore the current iteration. Last is to terminate the loop. Remembering these two, just tell me what is the output of the following code snippet. From I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. If I equal to 1 or I equal to 3, next. Else if I equal to 5, last. So what happens? When I equal to 1 or 3, these statements will be ignored. It will go to the next iteration. But when I equal to 5, control is transferred outside the loop. So to check the output, we'll just copy this and try to execute in an online interpreter. Here you can see the results 0 to 4. So when I equal to 1, the loop is or the iteration is skipped. When I becomes 3, iteration is skipped. But all other cases it will be printing. But when I is equal to 5, control is transferred outside. So the loop will not be continued again. So the output will be 0 to 4. Now coming back, we'll just compare C and Perl. So in C, if you have the condition, within curly braces you write the then part. Here also you have the same thing. If it is not true, we can have an unless statement here. And then you have got else if. Here it is else if is written as ELS IF, but rest are all same. You have a while here. In Perl also you have while. Here also you have the initial condition, terminating condition, increment. Here also you have the same thing. And you have one more version for loop for each $i, and then you can have an array or a sequence here and the loops to be executed. You have a break, but here you have got a different word for that, it is last. In C it is called continue, but here it is called next. In C 0 is false, but in Perl 0, within quotes 0 and null string are all false. Not equal to 0 is true, anything not false is true here. This is an exercise. We just have to print some strings like this. So there is a tip given, $chain is equal to $chain dot a. That means you have to use the concatenation operator. You must keep concatenating with a for 3 times. And in the 4th time, b have to be added. And then you have to concatenate a. And in the 6th time, b is added. So how do you write this program? Here you can see that I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, I less than 10 and I plus plus. So when j is equal to 3, I am just concatenating with b and initializing j to be 0 again. In all other cases, when j is equal to 0 or j is equal to 1 or j is equal to 2, this else statement will be executed. Here I am just concatenating a. Thank you for watching.